We're back. We're back. We're back. We are back, guys. Make sure as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Hakeem, Jordan, what's popping like it? What is cracking like it?
Chilling, baby. You know we here swag surfing.
What's good? What's good, y'all? I'm a little bit under the weather, but hey, I still got to come do the show, still entertain you guys. So let's go, let's get it.
Yeah, but Jordan, you know the best way to do is go ahead and get some tea, get some raw honey, and some raw ginger. Put that junk super hot. You should be right. You'll be right to go. Good as new.
Absolutely.
But like always, Jordan, go ahead and do your thing.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Glad you guys are coming in the chat. We really appreciate you guys. Today we got two topics for you guys. We're gonna talk to one on the first hour, then the half hour we're gonna break down the second one. So we have a kind of special show for you guys. So the first topic is, it's still trending. Everybody still talking about it. It's the Keke Palmer situation with Usher and the recent boyfriend. So this is want to refresh you guys' memory. Keke Palmer went to the Usher concert, wearing something that some men or some people think relationship is maybe not worthy of a woman to wear, and that caused the type of caused a trend. Everybody's talking about it. People have their opinions about it. 50-50. Some people think it was okay for her to wear that, or some people was saying like, hey, if you have a boyfriend and he feels some type of way, he has the right to feel some type of way. So I'm gonna read a couple of tweets that that Darius said, which is Keke's boyfriend. It might be the ex-boyfriend because it looked like it might broke up, but we'll find out. So here's some of the tweets he said. He said, first the tweet he said it's the outfit though. You're a mom. Talking about the outfit. Another tweet he said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my reputation. I have the standards and morals to what I believe in. I rest my case. And when people saw that tweet, that certainly went to a trend. Like I said, people was 50-50 about it. People was really getting on about it. We got a couple of videos that we're gonna show you. We're gonna show the situation with Keke Palmer Usher, and then we got another video of Russell Simmons' daughter. This was crazy to me, but she really went off with that man to me for no reason at all. Go ahead, Kane. Play those two clips.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't want to play the sound, you guys, because of it plays music and we want to get copyright. That's why you're not playing the sound.
Exactly. Oh.
All right, hold on.
Hate that man. I pray and plot on his downfall. I hate him. I'm disgusted. I think when my friend told me that, we were just sitting and I was like, what? I would love the chance to punch that man. Who? I am appalled. No couth, not one drop of couth. There's so many things wrong with it, but I just want to say, I don't know Keke Palmer's boyfriend, but the way he did it was insane. What he had to say was fucking stupid, and the way he did it was so unhinged, and the follow-up was unhinged. Don't ever talk about Akila again. Ever. Disgusting. And it makes me sick, because she gave that man a beautiful child. And he is yapping on the internet? Why do men talk? Ever. Just never talk again. Anyway, go watch Kiki's Kamala Harris interview because she's so cute and so wonderful and asked all the questions that we want answers to. So, but the way he did it.
Yo, I pray for that woman because she seemed like she a man hater. Because she ain't really blasted like that. She sound like a misandrous to me. So, guys, we're going to get on to it. We definitely going to talk about it, the situation. So we'll pass it to you guys. Pass it to Roddy. Do you think Keke Palmer, what she was wearing, was appropriate to go to Usher's show alongside she had a boyfriend at the time?
No, I was talking to one of my friends about it, which is a woman. I was talking about her about it and about the whole aspect is that pretty much she is not wrong. They say the clothes was very revealing. I think not, because at the same time, there's been other outfits where women wear where they have literally they have a see-through bra and I that, but the short because even though she was wearing a thong, but sometimes it'd be like pretty much nothing at all. So for her to do that, I don't really see nothing. I don't see nothing too bad about it. Plus, you got to keep in mind too. That is her baby daddy. That's not even her husband. So at the same time, he shouldn't even trip like that because most women do before they even go out. If they're in a relationship with somebody, they would normally send a guy a picture of themselves and say, "Hey, this is what I'm normally wearing." And it's up to the guy to say, "Hey, I'm not down for the outfit. I think it's too much revealing. I don't like that." And the woman would change. So in that aspect, I don't know if she did that or not. But let's say technically if she did that, I mean, he already knew. He's already aware of what she's wearing. So he shouldn't trip. But I was trying to see a lot of people mixed views. I was reading different comments about how people felt about the situation. A lot of people say that he pretty much don't have no right and also no entitlement to tell a woman what to wear. Keke Palmer have the right to wear whatever she wants to wear. So I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Go ahead again.
So, hold on. He said that's news to me. Oh, come on, just because they wore outfits doesn't mean it's appropriate. That's news to me. I don't think my wife ever sent me a picture before going out the entire time I've known her. That's tasteless. Everything's not for everybody. Chop it up. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. One, he shouldn't have went on the internet. I don't know if they live in the same house. That's first thing. Secondly, you should never make your girl look embarrassed in public. And I'm about to tell you another thing. He can't tell her what to wear. He cannot. We cannot tell women what to wear. But here's the thing now. There's the catch-22. I'm a conservative man. I won't date a woman that dressed the way she dressed and was on another man like that. What I would recommend Darius Jackson to have done, if he had seen the picture, was move out the house and end the relationship. Since we can't tell you what to do, we can't tell you how to dress, we can't have no opinion, we should just not be in a relationship anymore. That's how I see he should handle it. We're in a space right now, you can't even make a comment about a woman without getting shot down. To the point of if you yourself, you cannot even have no disagreement or not even, you should like everything a person done as a man. We're not libertarians. 90% of men are conservatives. If they have mothers whose mothers was conservative, they are conservative. The only thing I disagree with him doing was going public about it. His feelings, I felt the same way about it. I would never date a woman who posts pictures naked. I don't even like pictures of women who are half naked on Instagram. I've never been a fan of that. Like somebody who I say I'm going to take home to my mother, that's not it. I would recommend him just leave the relationship and call it a day. I would have done that. I would have seen that online and it was my girl. What? She wearing that? I would have started packing bags and leaving. Go ahead, brothers.
That's a good point, Hakeem. I'm gonna say this. For any woman, you can wear what you want to wear. Period. We have no choice in it. And if you want to wear what you want to wear, you want to wear. But I will say this: I don't remember Keke Palmer, before she had a baby, before her breasts got big, her thighs and ass got kind of big after the baby. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't remember, she would start, wearing revealing clothes like that. Now, after the baby, she gained a little extra weight, little backside, little thighs, little boobs and everything. To me, it's like so when a woman who's skinny and when she hits her 30s, she starts gaining weight and she started to be be more revealing because she probably don't want it so much. But I give her, like I said, she probably want to kind of show a little something, something. But that being said, with this, Darius has the right to feel what you want to feel. But my thing is, I kind of agree with Hakeem and say, hey, I would have did it in closed doors. I wouldn't publicly put it out on the internet like that. And to me, when you do that, you lose respect from Keke and from other women as well. And they go look at you. There's like you're controlling, women should wear what they want to wear. And you're toxic, all that type of stuff. So this is what he gets when he tweets stuff like this. And like I said, it's very, very trendy right now. And also looking at the video, I think, her aware that I think, their relationship has been maybe underwater, maybe for a couple weeks or a couple months. Because when you doing yourself like that with your girls, the girls are cheering you on and everything. And to me, it's like, I really don't think that Keke Palmer has fully respect for that man. Because if that was the case, if she had respect for the man or they got married or anything, she would have thought about, hey, I do want to wear this, but hey, I got a good man or a good husband, with his last name, my last name, I'm not going to wear stuff, revealing stuff like that because, I don't want people to think and say, oh, Darius' wife, where's this and where that and everything, is he could be, like I say, he's the real man in the household, he don't say anything, all that type of things. So personally for me, I think their relationship is under the rocks and it looks like the relationship is going to be over. That's how I look at it and everything. And to me, this is a learning lesson for Darius, in the future, about, like I said, I understand you have your standards, but to me, you should have, it's like, to me, I don't think he really put that standard enough because if that was the case, Keke Palmer would have been doing that. Or if he would have married her, since you got a child with her, to me, it's like you got a child with somebody, you're doing good. Go ahead and put a ring on and get married and everything. If he would have married her, she probably would have the respect. And if she went to us a country, she probably wouldn't wear so much where she's, revealing her, her ass or her legs, all that type of things. But hey, like I said, women could have to decide where she want to wear, and she chose to wear it. And it just tells me, say, hey, that the relationship is under rocks right now. It looks like it looks like they might be done with the relationship. And it's kind of sad to see because, I like to see black people together, but unfortunately it's not going to happen. Go ahead, fellas.
I don't know. It seemed like, I don't know. A lot of people, it seemed like everybody's probably overreacting by the aspect of what she's wearing. But we live in a different generation now when women pretty much have the right to wear pretty much whatever they want to wear. Now, some guys don't mind having women wearing things like me, wearing things like that. Like me, I'm comfortable of, hey, if you want to wear something, that I'm totally fine with that because at the end of the day, she pretty much trying to get my approval, but by the stuff she wear, by pretty much telling me, hey, this is what I wear. A woman, a respectable woman, would normally go to her counterpart and tell them like, hey, I'm gonna wear this. Are you okay with that? That was a wise woman would do, and then she'll decide, okay, I don't know if this is presentable for me because I represent you. But now we live in a decade where women don't really care what a man thinks anymore. They pretty much wearing pretty much nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what can you do? My best bet was for Darius Jackson was not to have a child by her if he's really concerned. Because people keep saying, oh, this is Keke Palmer's first time wearing an outfit like that. I think not. Because if you actually Google her and look at some of her images, she wore something like that before. So he probably already knew what he was walking into before he even met her because a woman just don't wear stuff like that just out of the blue. I'm just keeping it a buck. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Brother, and one thing, I had a conversation with somebody important in my life about this. And one thing and made me thought about this and say this. I know black women in America get a bad rap. We understand that. Black women in America get over-sexualized. And I know their freedom of speech and their freedom of expression is important to them. And I don't want no woman to think that we want to overshadow your voice, overshadow the way you dress, overshadow you being a woman. That's the most important part about it. But the way America views us already is already obscure. Then the way they view the women is even more obscure. We have to walk a fine line on how we present ourselves. A lot of people don't like when I bring other races into this point, but we have to take notes. Do you think, and I want you to say this, I want you to understand this. Do you think Jeff Bezos' wife would have went out there like that? Do you think a Jewish woman who practiced Orthodox Judaism, who wears the hair and she wears the black skirt, you feel me? Do you think that she would have allowed herself to go out there like that? And I'm mentioning this, Muslims, even a Mexican woman would have not went out there see-through if she was in a very serious relationship. Go ahead, brothers.
Good point, Hakeem. And think about, how our entertainers are black women entertainers, to Megan Thee Stallion, Janelle Monáe, Sukihana, Sexy Red. It's just like they're trying to keep pushing to be over sexualized until it gets, to very, very raunchy, to very nasty and disgusting and everything. And I was telling my wife this, it's like, about, women that's, over sexualized of the names I just said and everything. And to me, it's like, some black women really can't tell black women, say, hey, maybe you shouldn't wear that, especially if you have a man, maybe, it's a little bit too much. But, it's not just men can say something to women. It's also women can't say some black women can't say something to black women either, especially older generations, women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, because, Monique tried, you say, the violence and everything, but she got crucified, Ayala Van said, she tried to, fix it, but, women hating on her. So you got, some of these, women, also Sharar Zara Ali at the time, back in the 90s, she was talking about, how, really getting into the black woman, and she got criticized. So that just tells me, as we keep peaking to be oversexualized as black women, it's like, we just can't, it's like we can't say anything, just let that be them. It's like, let that be sexual liberating, and that's all I want, Don't tell me, anything I need to do, because I don't care. This is my body, my choice. I can do what I want. And what the thing is this, you can do that, but I don't know what necessarily will get you a man long term or get married. Well, some men might marry that, it can happen, but majority of men, top tier men, what Sherry Brown was saying, they're really not going to set that, because, really men who has, very conservative, like Hakeem was saying, they really have very, very strong values and very, very strong morals. And if you respect that, that just tells a man, say, hey, maybe I can, if you do, if you respect what I respect, I'm definitely going to protect for you, provide for you, do anything. I also recently talked to my wife about it yesterday about, the Keke Palmer situation. And, I showed her a picture of the clip that we just showed earlier. And she just told me, say, hey, man, I wouldn't do that. I'm married, I'm going to respect you. I'm loyal to you. And I don't feel comfortable, wearing stuff like that, my wife might wear something that's kind of maybe a little virulent and everything, but to me, it doesn't bother me like that, especially in certain places. Like if we go to Vegas, just like places like we go to Miami or Vegas, and you wear stuff like that, I have no problem with that, because it's hot as hell. It's humidity. But maybe in certain places like here in LA where it gets cool and everything, I just worry about, my wife getting cold. I don't want my wife to get cold, or in certain cities that are kind of cold, and she wears stuff like that. I'm just afraid, because I want to get cold and catch a cold. But yeah, like I said, over sexualize these women, it's just getting to the peak that we cannot say anything. Black men or black women. Go ahead, fellas.
No, Hakeem gonna get ready to read the comments, but before you read the comments, this is the thing. Black women not the only one highly sexualized too. I can't use that as a factual statement, because at the same time, white women are more sexualized as well. They pretty much the pioneer of everything when it comes to the music, entertainment, Hollywood, you name it. White women, like for example, the other day, Ice-T wife pretty much had a revealing. Y'all probably didn't know it was actually trended. Ice-T wife literally had a revealing clothes. Nobody cared nothing about it. Keke Palmer doing something, then there's an issue. So it's whatever the media want to portray that be quote unquote highly sexualized. Because if you look up over the image, you will see Ice-T wife clothes is way more revealing than Keke Palmer's. Now, this is the thing with Darius Jackson. Darius Jackson, I think the only reason why he got upset from a guy looking in is because the simple fact is she was twerking on Usher. I think he was probably jealous, and that's why I think he overreacted. I don't think it had nothing to do with the outfit. I think what the simple fact was she was twerking on Usher, and everybody was screaming because you know it was big, and everybody screaming. Everybody like, "Oh my gosh!" Just a guy looking in. Go ahead, I can.
Brothers, y'all say some wonderful stuff. Let me read this and say what you want to say about the Muslim culture, but an outfit like what she wore or Sierra from earlier this year is worn inside the house while with her one husband. Mic drop. Mic drop for Natasha Vincent. You're 100% right. It is trashy. I got the body to do it, but nothing is left for an imagination. What is left for your man's eyes alone?
Yeah.
Talk about
that's
it.
true.
You sound like a Muslim there, Sherry Bryant. NY Fashion Week has wealthy Middle Eastern wives getting expensive clothes to wear at home. Mic drop. Love your username, Barry White. Like berry, like a berry you eat in white. She said, everybody's not for this world. My body is personal access only. Not you sound like a wife. Shout outs to your fiance, Sherry Bryant. I want to say this. We have to take ourselves serious. We have to look at ourselves with some respect. And we deemed our women respect. And I had conversations with tons of women about this because my life is consumed. I'm around women every day, and I want to try to understand them better so I can understand to bring content that appreciates them. And I try to understand where they're coming from. Oh, men shouldn't act like that anyway. We understand men nature from a 100 to point. We can't control all men. We know men have a dirty mind. We know men have a vicious mind. So to prevent that, we need to be on our best behavior. I wanted to play something after this, if y'all allow me to. A man cannot protect a woman he cannot control. Hear me when I say this. You might thinking about controlling the slavery point. I'm not talking about that. I want to play a video to a point that and a man cannot protect. Here's the thing. Let me play this.
You cannot protect what you cannot control. Wait now. Sisters, when I use the word control, that makes you upset sometimes because you don't want nobody to control you. But no man can protect what he cannot control. Now, you don't have to be a control freak because she has a right to rebel against ignorance that masquerades itself in the form of a controller. I gotta set a balance here. Otherwise, after this lecture's over, some nut is gonna go home and say, see, I got to control what's going on up in here. But I say this, a woman will submit to you that allows them to see it, and they submit to it, then the wisdom is the controlling influence, not you personally. Listen, please. See, truth is above everybody. So you can't say, I'm the boss. I am the boss in this house. Well, wait now. You're supposed to be, but on what basis? It's not your ability to knock your wife around. It must be on the basis of the wisdom that you have for the situations that arise in the relationship. And if you both are angry, don't bother, because she ain't listening to nothing you're saying. And the decibels that get louder and louder, and louder, well, okay, you're screaming, you're hollering, and I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. So when anger subsides, then reason can grow in a house. You can never settle an argument where the male ego is involved if you as a woman don't know how to handle the male ego. That's why he lives in your mouth like a dentist, because you rip him apart with your tongues. You see his weakness, and then you beat him up, and he can't handle that. You're driving him out of your house into the arms of a strange woman who he don't have to live with. He just have fun with and leave. And usually that's what he wants, fun and leave, not responsibility. Boy, this is a tough lecture.
Hey, shout out to Louis Farrakhan. He broke it down, like really, really broke it down.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
What? How can we protect you if you can't listen to what we're trying to say? I don't want to control you. I'm not your boss. I'm not your daddy. I'm your husband. I'm your partner. You're my partner. You tell me something to do, I'm going to do it. I also want to preference something too. Do you know Denzel Washington refused to do kissing roles on the basis of his wife? A lot of people don't know that, right? This is a man who consciously thought about his woman and did not want to be in any type of thing to make his woman look.
But no, but Hakeem, what's the key word? His wife. He is not his. That's not his wife. That's his baby mama. Two different things.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm saying two different things. Though I keep saying it. That's not his wife. That is his baby mama. And like I said, most men don't go into a relationship with a woman unless he already know what the woman is. He already knew she already dressed like that. It's nothing new. That was I don't think he's tripping over the outfit. He making it seem like it. I think he's really upset that she danced with Usher. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, Jordan. Oh, go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like Ronnie said, and a lot of people be saying this. Like I said, hey, if you want to tell me what to do, if you want to, kind of get that control, put a ring on it. Hey, that Beyonce song, if you like it, if you like it, you should put a ring on it. That right there, just blast her. When that song came out, and so now women listen to that and say, hey, if you want to get this, you want to, if you want me to respect you, do this, put a ring on it, and I'll submit to you. I'll listen to you.
Valid point.
That is a valid point.
That is a valid point. But here's the thing, though. I want to go back to the Simmons girl. She needs to sit some down. She's a kid. I am going to congratulate her. She had got 2 degrees from Harvard. She's smart, but she's, her family dynamics is a little bit messed up. But here's the thing, though. Jordan, you did say something very valid, but I didn't like what the Simmons girl says, which a lot of people think. Oh, she gave him a beautiful baby. Like, that's a flex. That's not a flex. And I'm disappointed in Darius Jackson. Y'all too rich to be having kids out of wedlock. Why you just ain't marry her? Maybe she feels she can do it, going to your point. Maybe she feels she can do whatever she wants because she's not married. But mind you, sweetheart, a woman's supposed to be seen, not heard. And if you're seen like that, no man don't want you like that. You got to be in a role that looks very presentable with a man of means. Here's another point. If he a dude that doesn't make money, who's not powerful, women respect powerful men. You're not going to be falling into submission for some herb. Go right ahead.
Great point. Remember, you gotta understand who is the powerhouse in the relationship. Keke Palmer is. A lot of people don't even know who is this man. A lot of people trying to figure out what did he do. They figure like he's just a regular guy, and I think that was it. He was just a regular guy, and he's not in the level of Usher. It's all they at the end of the day, all of this is just a power play. I think people are taking this way out of proportion. Yeah, I get the fact that what she was wearing was kind of revealing. I get that. Most women say, I'm not going to wear that. A lot of women kept saying that. I'm not going to wear that. But then it'd be the same woman that end up wearing the same outfit Keke Palmer was wearing. It is what it is. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. Hey, final thoughts for you guys. So, for you guys, so we switch to the next topic.
One thing I was gonna say this too. Usher's not nobody to be happy about. People forget people forget who we talking about. He has not been the best person when it comes to dating. He had a bunch of sexual escapades over the years that was not very pretty, which I would not say on here. So I look at this and say this: rich people got problems in entertainment just as well as regular people. Find a person that aligns with your values and views, and understand this. I want to read this comments before we switch, because Sherry Bryant, women who expose their bodies are cheap, in my opinion, because when you know your true worth, you know you're priceless. Mic drop. Why would you want to put a ring on it if they don't listen while you're dating? Mic drop. I got no more. Go ahead, brother.
My final thought is, to me, just go ahead and, hey, Leroy, so just go ahead and have the conversation in the beginning. Talk about everything. Don't want to be going down the line later on. You have kids and you find out something she's doing or something he's doing that you don't like. And that tends to happen a lot in these relationships. Doesn't matter you're in Hollywood. Doesn't matter you just regular folks. Have these conversations. Hey, what clothes do you like to wear? Let me see it. What clothes do I like to wear? I'm going to let you see it. Because at the end of the day, there is, and people keep forgetting, there's also some grown men who still wear their pants down and they're 50 years old. They're not having a conversation. So have the conversation and don't wait till something like this transpire. Go ahead, Jordan.
Hey, that's a great point, Ronnie, because my final thoughts is communication is key. And to me, how's it look and everything, I don't think they had good communication because the situation has happened. Just have key communication when you what you win a woman. Like I said, find out what she likes to wear, and make sure y'all kind of in line with the same morals, the same respect that you got for not just for each other and also individually. And then also if she does individually, make sure she follows that. You put a ring on, you marry her, because if you don't marry her, especially in this society, if you don't put a ring on it, and and then she feels like you're not taking time to putting a ring on to be a wife, she's gonna start wear some revealing things or start hang out with friends, and you probably will see her less. That's my final thoughts on that. All right, people. So we're gonna, like I said, it's a special show. We're gonna switch to topic number 2, and this one was very trending as well. It's about Adam 22 and his wife Lena. So you might know this is crazy. They're crazy. So Adam's wife, I think they was married for like a couple months, something like that. She has history in adult entertainment. Both of them have history of having sexual flings, I believe swingers, having threesomes, just doing wild sex with each other. And before they got married, now they got married, there was they have a conversation after they get married. They was like, hey, do we feel like, for the rest of our lives, you're going to have sex with one person? I don't know if it was Adam or Lena was saying that, but, that kind of really opened, the window for Lena to say, hey, I want to get back to the OnlyFans and I want to have sex with some, make money on my OnlyFans and have a partner to have sex with. And she did that, and she found a guy, I would call a buck. When I mean what a buck is, a guy that's like, over 6'2", 6'3", who's chiseled up, muscular, tattoos anywhere. And I'll tell you, a lot of white women, they're very attracted to that. They are very, very attracted to that. And, they did the scene, and, Adam 22, he was okay with it. They talked about it, after on a podcast. I think it was yesterday, and really, got to the details, which is crazy. And to me, that's just it's really, really crazy because they have a kid, and and I feel bad for that kid because when the kid go to school, the kid's gonna get heavy on that kid for their parents. But yeah, so she has she has sex with the black dude, what I call a buck, and they talked about it, and also not only they talked about it, they brought her back on the show. And then she was saying, like you said, if the black woman was here in the room, she says she would feel like there'll be some sexual tension, and she probably gonna have a threesome, which is just crazy. But hey, man, some of these people, they live very, very exotic lives. That's a little bit too much for me and a little bit too much for people. So we got a few clips we're gonna play for you guys. After that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Akeem.
It's not really a cook situation. It's more of like two people coming and making an understanding.
Yeah.
So if you're cool with it, then it is what it is. Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different. Everyone have different levels of, how do I say, mental maturity.
Well, it would be kind of weird for you to find a dude bigger than you. Maybe they could resurrect Andre the Giant or something. Maybe you could get Brock Lesnar to come through and cut it up for you. But I mean, you're kind of like the biggest dude that I could think of. I don't know. It's going to be tough. You said that last night, is that you are really turned on by the idea of me seeing it and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I didn't know that was going to be one of the effects of this.
I don't know, because I know that you think it's hot. We've had more sex since I fucked Jason than we usually have in like a month.
I got an abrasion on my dick from fucking you too much.
Every time we talk about it, you get a boner, and then we have sex.
I know. And
I feel like you're trying to assert your dominance over the fact that I had sex with somebody else, but it's still like part of it turns you on. Like, oh, she fucked someone else. This is hot.
There's something about it where when you know your girl is not fucking anybody else, which at this point, and after 7 years, I feel quite confident that you're not going to run off and cheat on me. It creates like a little bit of competition in your mind, even not knowing necessarily like how much you enjoyed it or how great it was or whatever. It's still kind of like, oh, like that competition thing. That's like a real biological thing. Like, I want to beat it up.
I told Adam that he can have anal the day the scene comes out.
Yeah. You said that last night, is that you are really turned on by the idea of me seeing it and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I didn't know that was going to be one of the effects of this.
I don't know, because I know that you think it's hot. We've had more sex.
Hey, man, they like I said, they have some super exotic lives. It's crazy. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. I mean, what you think about Adam 22 and Lena, having partners and having sex with people? Go ahead, Ronnie.
I love Adam 22. The thing is, no jumper. He do everything for content, man. Like, if you want to understand what content creation game is all about, study out Adam 22. That man don't give a F about anything. He will do anything to create this content. When I mean content, he will have content about himself and also about his wife. Now, this is why I always say certain things should not be on the internet. It should not be on the internet. And I'm going to go to his wife about sleeping with the other guy, because I actually did a video about that. But the aspect of him doing this is just sickening, because at the same time, remember, they're married. People, and they kind of show you too, I keep enjoying, people don't really cherish marriage like they used to. It's becoming more of a like, oh, we just married. It's like a whatever. It's like, oh, we just dating type of thing. It's no like secretness. There's no favoriteness. It's nothing. It's just like, okay, it is what it is. And Adam 22 is pretty much, he always been that type of guy. He always been a guy that he's very on that wild side, like craziness. And he do pretty much, like I said, he do everything for content. Now, on the aspect of his wife, we got to understand something. She's already been a porn star. That's what she does. He knows that. That's why he's okay with it. It don't really bothers him, because like I said, the same thing with Keke Palmer. He already knew what she was before he got in a relationship with her. So this doesn't surprise him. To him, this is like exciting. Like, oh well, my wife is a porn star, so she slept with another dude. So I'm gonna try to be in competition. So the dude may have a bigger thing than I do, but let me show him like this is why she's my wife. Because look, at the end of the day, I throw her down in the bedroom. That's why you see he knows she even mentioned it and pretty much in No Jumper how the simple fact is they're having more sex than they have ever before because he saw what the guy did to her on the video. So he was like, okay, you think you're gonna dominate my wife? I don't think that. So at the end of the day, it's more of a power play. But Adam 22 is he's just a weird guy, and he is what he is, man. That's just. Go ahead, Hakeem.
The concept is sound. Competition is a thing, but it did not need to be executed in this way with his wife.
Facts.
Well, what is that? So, this is why relationship is a joke. Barf. Listen, he recently just married her a couple months.
Yeah, recently.
It's only been a couple months, and they just had a baby. This is why I say that we living in the last days, and the values and the covenant that we hold so dear, it's a joke. Relationships are a joke. It's let's make it along as we wait. Matter of fact, we might as well tell I'm gonna come in and join too. You know what I mean? Like this is what we're living in. Nobody holds relationship in fact. This is why it's hard for men and hard for women out here to even take anybody seriously when you got people like them doing what they want. Go ahead.
True. I'm gonna piggyback what Ronnie said about Adam 22. Adam 22 do not give a damn about anything. As long as it makes money, it is cool. Remember a couple months ago, he put his boy House Phone under the bus about, he brought a trainee up there who slept with House Phone. And like I said, and he didn't talk to a House Phone like that. And like I said, after that, they was done. And not just that, a lot of people left there too. Was it Trail and a few other people they left No Jumper because, Adam 22 is like, hey, I would, if it makes money, if it gets views, I'm gonna play. If it's on Facebook, YouTube, OnlyFans, if it makes money, I'm a businessman. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Period. And that being said, this, with Lena, once you open that door, and even though they're married, once you open that door, I think Lena in the long term, she's going to, get tired of, the sex with Adam 22, because would you mix up all that soul ties, for other people, especially in the sanction of marriage, it's like I said, it might seem not right now, but in the long term, it might cause trauma. It might cause trauma, and that's crazy. And people don't really think like that, especially for the kid. And I don't think they really think, like I said, they're not thinking about the kid. They just think about making money. And it's going to cause severe trauma for that kid. And I'm very, very sad. And, for that kid when she, go to school, middle school, high school, because like I said, this right, what she did and what she's going to keep doing, it's going to be out there on the internet. It's going to be out on OnlyFans, it's going to be on Twitter, TikTok is really going to be out there. And to me, once you do that and you're going to do that to the kid, the kid's going to be traumatized. So what the impact is like, I don't, respect what my mother or my father do, because, they traumatized me of what they was doing out in the public just to make money. Yeah, it's man, they like I say, they do some wild stuff. And the thing is, the reason I think they was doing it because, after, the people left there, No Jumper was really, they were doing low views. So at 22, it's like, hey, made me think of something. Like say, if I, talk about my wife, having sex with another guy and actually doing it, it's going to get so much views and all these, social medias, and I'm going to make a lot of money. And if it's making a lot of money, they're going to do it again. This is not over until they're not going to get any views. They're going to think about something else. Yeah, but at 22, yeah, he don't care if it makes money. If he got to sell his own people out in his businesses, or he got to put his wife and have sex with another man, or maybe have sex with 2 or 3 men, which we might see that. Hey, I'm not surprised that's gonna happen. Or they bring that black man back, and Adam 22 is in it. They have a threesome. It's crazy. But yeah, it's going to get to that. But We live in society, and when, like I said, we could just do stuff that that has low morals, low values, and it makes money. And as long as it makes money, say, hey, I'm gonna give it there. I'm gonna keep doing it to make money. Go ahead, fellas.
No, that's a fact. But just hear me out. Said something I totally forgot. Adam 22 used to do content about him doing sexual things with women, multiple sexual things. So that's what I'm saying. That's stuff that he's already been doing. It's nothing new. But like Jordan said, which you made also a great point, is the aspect of how now no, he trying to switch things up to the with the No Jumper brand, because a lot of people left the team, so he got to bring it where No Jumper used to be, and that is the content. The content, what's going to bring views. What he's doing right now, that's what's bringing views. Is about his wife having sex with a black man, and she described how big was his penis size. So think about it. If someone's doing something like that, it's going to gravitate to the people that's into that, and they go like, okay, let me see what is she talking about. And like I said, she's already a porn star, so it makes perfect sense. Great content. Some people may disagree, some people may not like it, some people may be disgusted about it. But at the end of the day, a lot of people still clicking the video. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Wonderful. There were some great points that I wanted to read and go down. Regular relationships cannot be compared to celebrity and adult film star relationship. It's unhealthy and regressive, although there's trying to make it seem like it's progressive and interesting. Adam 22 and Lena the Plug was already doing threesomes with female porn stars on film regularly. He is a porn star.
Fact.
That is a fact. They would sell themselves to the devil for fame and money. It's just sad. And mind you, they got married under the covenant of God. The kid's already doomed. His mom name ends with the Plug. He has a point. They already have kids. Just hear me out. Yes, they do.
Yeah, I think they got one kid.
One kid, yeah. A beautiful little girl. Beautiful little girl. Bring back true love and longevity. Yeah, it's a shame. I won't go into the racism of it all. Carry on. How can a man have a whole you if pieces of you is all around? Facts.
Hey man, they all make great points, and that's how I believe in my marriage and everything, just to think of something like that, not do something like that, that's just very, very vulgar, and that's lowest lows, and to see, these two people just doing it because of money, like Cherry Bond said, you sow your soul, and that's how it is in Hollywood. You up here in Hollywood, a lot of people they would sell themselves just to make a quick buck, just to be rich or famous, just to get the money and just to get out there. And it's like that. It's very, very sad to see that. It's very sad to see that. But how society is right now, especially we get monetized with YouTube, Rumble, and other Facebook, all of these social media sites where we can make content and make money. And if you do certain things like what Adam 22 did. If it makes money, say, hey, why not keep doing it? And that's how society is looking at right now. And like I say, it's going to get worse, especially when Metaverse come out. Oh my Lord, do you think this is bad? Wait till the Metaverse come out and you see that stuff in the Metaverse. It's going to be, it's going to be crazy.
Man, people gonna lose their mind. Hey, you think people are acting crazy now? Wait till they in the Metaverse. Listen. It's a bad situation when people are showing themselves now bad and people are half naked. Now it's just gonna be even more worse. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people to look at it from that point. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bit sad. I wish people wasn't so hung up on celebrities. Because we live and die by what celebrities do. We live and die by what they say, what their relationships are. Some of these people have a lot more power than they seem. They go on there and express how it's fun. You've been beating it down ever since Johnny Boy got me. That's your wife. Your wife not supposed to be touched by anybody. Just like you as a man ain't supposed to be touching anybody. We don't condone cheating on no behalf on both parties. The covenant of it, I don't care what anybody say. The covenant of your bedroom is between you and your two people.
Shout out to Lotus. What's going on, Lotus?
What's up, Lotus? Adam 22 knew who his wife was before he met her. I don't feel bad for him. Look at his content, who he surrounds himself with. Complete garbage. Facts.
I want to say what Sherry Brown, she said about, embarrassing and shameful. And the thing about the word shame, like I said, the shame is gone in the society anymore. We can't shame nobody anymore. We look at shame as in disgust. I said we don't need it because it hurts feelings, and we need to bring that back.
Hey, but I want to bring a coalition. You see, Lena the plug, she hasn't gotten the flack that she had. Him and Adam 22 are not getting the flack that they're getting,
of course,
because of their dysfunction. You know what I mean?
That's how it normally is. That's why I keep telling you, like when it comes to two of the races, they will automatically go to the black before they go.
Hey, he's 100% right.
Yeah, finally we'll be back. Just have technical difficulties. Sherry Brown said, "I what she said, Sherry Brown."
Oh yeah,
she said, "I love just being in love with one person. I'm just a hopeless romantic. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. One thing I tell people is this too. When we talk about being with one person, as far as monogamy has always been there. You being with one person. People who were poor only could afford to be with one woman. You feel me? And you know what I mean? Because we get this conversation about polygamy. Polygamy was for people who can afford it. And if it was always been for people who can afford it, not just to be like willy-nilly, I got kids over here, I got kids over here, and I got kids over there. So monogamy is the basis of everything, and we should follow that. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's some issue going on and we don't have enough kids, then we have to go to extreme measures. But, I don't think that, I think what Sherry Bryan said earlier, relationships are a joke. They look at relationships are a joke. People look at marriages as a joke.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I can't tell it's just thunderstorm over here and where we at in Miami. So the weather's weird. It's messing with my internet. So yeah. So like I was saying, the name, the plug, that was crazy.
Hey, listen, Lena the plug, like a butt plug.
Exactly. It will pretty much. Go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead.
Hey, if a man's, I don't get when I remember what she said. Like I said, his his thing is really really big. He said she said after that, I was sort of like 3 or 4 days. An average man would have they feel like they soul was hurt. But at 22, he was like, I don't care. At least you're good, Hey, just hearing it gives me a boner as well, which is like, oh my god.
That's why I kept laughing. It's true though.
That's just wild.
How can you say it's wild? It's not wild because it fits his lifestyle. He's just that type of dude. He always been that type of dude. That's why it don't really surprise me. That's why when the aspect of him getting married, when I found out he was married, I couldn't believe it. I was like, Adam 22 is married? Like, look, the woman actually married this guy?
That's wild, that boy.
Yeah. And they just showed that they have strong communication about, hey, if you get married, hey, we can still have, have sex with multiple people, me and you. I think history thing would say, don't kiss the guy, no facial, and I think the third, like I said, if I feel uncomfortable, don't do it. I think that was the 3 things he was talking about if Lena the plug was, having sex with somebody.
And go ahead.
No,
go ahead, King. You still have the technical difficulties.
No, because I was thinking, because didn't he do it bareback too?
I think so. Yeah.
Bareback.
Yeah.
Bareback. Riding rough.
Yeah. What did just hear me else said?
um,
He just, he put out a comment.
oh yeah. What did he say?
He said, "I'm not sure if my early message went through." He said, "I guarantee this kind of stuff was happening the whole time, and it's more profitable to film it for content and buzz after getting married." That's
Hold
facts,
on,
and
hold
it,
on,
That
and
Hakeem.
it
is
worked.
Hold
And
on,
it,
Hakeem. I
that
want to
is
ask you guys a question before my internet acting crazy. I'll ask you, are they
yeah.
swingers?
Yes, they are.
yeah,
They are. They have threesomes.
yeah.
Oh, so I didn't know that. That's what I'm asking. Okay, so they are
Yeah,
swingers. Okay, go ahead.
and I won't be surprised if they talk about going to swinger parties and have sex with other couples, and they get it in, and because a lot of people don't know in big cities, especially here in LA and New York, a lot of people have swinger parties, and then what they do is they with people that it's kind of like a low key under like say people send invites. If people talk about being sexually liberated, and when people talk about being sexually liberated, man or woman, there's some people who say, hey, I'm having like a party of sexual liberation, meaning a swinger party. And, they'll set it up and everything. They might have it in their house, an apartment, or they might, rent out a place and everything. And, invite, be a small group, maybe 10 to 12 max and everything. And they talk, they chill, they drink. And after that, they have fun, which is crazy.
So at the end of the day, it's just to me it's whatever you want you want your relationship to be, and that's why I say it's very important to have that type of communication within your relationship, and I think they have that type of communication. He's telling her, "Hey, I don't mind you going over there sleeping with a guy that have a big John. I don't mind you doing whatever you want to do, and I do the same thing." That's what relationship is all about. Rather we may really dislike the relationship they're having, but at the end of the day, it's their relationship. Go ahead, Akin.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when is enough is enough. When is going too far, too far. Like, this is why, like, when we start to say, Urban Noise had said something earlier, which kind of like put the point. It says people are constantly trying to redefine the morality to make themselves feel good. This goes back to the whole dress thing. From a moral standpoint, was it respectable to go out there looking like that? But we making it up as we go along. Even this with this leaning the plug stuff, the whole morality thing, like you make it as you go along. You do what you want. I can't tell you what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Lotus Fact, he said this generation has no shame. Nope.
Has
Right,
no
right.
shame.
They try to abolish shame. They don't want to have shame to exist anymore in today's society, and also go into the future as well.
But I would love to ask Lena's the plug grandmother or her mother, did she condone what she did on camera? I would love to ask Keke Palmer's mom and grandmother, was it approval of her to put on a see-through dress where everybody could see your buttocks? And was you hunging up on another man that was not your man? Was it okay? Men have to be passive. Men have to be passive these days because we hold no weight in society. We're not kings, or we're not leaders. You know what I mean? If Sugar Bum was here, she would have said we're Dusties. We're Dusties, and the women, we run everything. Bum's not here to say it. We're Dusties and we run everything. You know what I mean? So, what to say?
Hey, she would have went off. Hey, I wish she was here because he too tough, but she would have went off off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was it. But at the end of the day, what is you guys' final thought when it comes to the aspect of Adam 22 and Lena the plug?
This is my final thoughts on this. I think they gonna keep doing it as long as it's making money. Gonna keep doing it. It's just the kid. I feel sorry for the kid, and hopefully they don't have no more kids, because they have no more kids, it's gonna traumatize them, and they're gonna have big old trauma for the rest of their life. That's my take.
Find people who align with your ideologies. That's all it takes right there. You will not have no problem.
No, I agree with Hakeem. I might take that take too, Hakeem. Is the fine people that don't lie with you. If they go with your same moral, go with your same standard, go for it. I love that final take, Hakeem. I have to agree with you on that one, 110%. Also, Jordan, because at the same time, it's your relationship, it's your life. So you want to live a life like that. You want to have a Lena the plug in your life, and it's go ahead, go buy it, go do it. And that's why it's so very important to like, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to Kendall, Fresh Sound Florida, Urban Noah, Jesse Meow, Sherry Bryan, Lotus, Realistic Vibe, Liberated Soul. There was the Real Pookie. There was other people that was also in the chat. I'm sorry if I missed your name because I lost my connection shortly because of the storm that we're having in Miami right now. So, and not only that, but make sure you go to KR Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab, there's a KR Culture Radio t-shirt. And also puts out King new book, Black Love. Oh, now I remember Natasha Vincent. Shout out to Natasha Vincent, who always come through. Shout out to you too. Yeah. Come over here and support the platform. We on our way to 1K subscribers, man. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the new listeners. Man, shout out to you guys that come here each and every day, man. We have a good time with you guys. That's what we do. We love it. And you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Steve. Shout out to Steve. Steve O'Neill. Steve's in the building. Steve.
Shout out to the 4 horsemen.
My wife's in the chat.
Shout out shout out to Jordan's wife also is in the chat. Hey, shout out.
Hey, I wanted to make you laugh. Just hear me out, filled in for Sugar Bum at the end. Y'all just hated. I say a lot of people do it.
Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Y'all made this show memorable, and that's why we love doing this. We do this for you guys, man. And like we always say, man, y'all enjoy your weekend. We see y'all next week. KR Culture Radio, we over and out.
Peace.